Hi everyone, so today I will be filming my August TBR. Now I'm filming this a lot earlier than I usually film my TBR, but I need to film it today because I'm not going to be able to film at the end of July. The reasoning for that I will explain at the end of the video, because if you're just watching this for my TBR, which is the reason why you clicked on this video, you're not going to be interested in me explaining why. So I'll explain that at the end. July was not a good reading month for me, or is not, because it's still July as I film this. But yeah, it's not a good reading month for me. I haven't finished a single book. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish a book before the end of July. But yeah, I have come to terms with that. I'm okay with not reading anything this month. I just didn't feel like it, I guess. And to kind of get myself back into a reading mood, because I do really miss reading. To get myself back into the reading mood, I decided to do a challenge for August. And that is to read 31 books in 31 days. So one book every single day of August. I don't think I'm going to be able to actually do it, but I should be able to finish 31 books. The most I've been able to finish ever in a month is, I think, something like 24. So it should be doable if I have a challenge. Because I'm someone who's not I'm not competitive, but I do like pushing myself if I have something like a challenge or a goal. So I should be able to do it. Maybe, hopefully. I am quite excited for it. I wish it was August already so I could start this. But yeah. Also, while I was preparing to film this video, I was looking for something that I could wear today. And I realized that I've never worn this shirt before. And I've owned it for I think 6 years, which is absolutely disgusting. I need to remember that I own clothes before I buy new ones, because I have so many clothes I feel like I have never worn. But I feel like this channel is a very good way for me to wear all of my clothes, because I feel like I struggle a lot wearing clothes outside, because I feel like people are gonna judge me. Whereas here on this channel, I feel like people are gonna judge me less. So yeah. I don't know how I feel about this shirt, but I just decided to wear it because I need to wear it someday. So yeah, let's just get into the 31 books that I want to read in the month of August. They're not actually 31 books on this list. They're only about 24. But I will add more books as I'm reading in August. So yeah, let's get into my August TBR. So a lot of the books on my August TBR are books that I'm really excited to read, because I feel like that will make me read them a lot faster, and I feel like I will actually be able to have a chance at finishing this challenge. So the first book on my August TBR is Perfect on Paper. I am really excited to read this book. I've heard so many good things about it, and I've heard that it has a lot of representation. So I'm really excited to read it next month. It is quite big, so I am a bit hesitant to put it on this list. But why not push myself even more than I already will in August? So, why not? I can't wait to read this book. So this might be the first book that I pick up in August, and that's why it's also the first one on this list. The next book on this list is It Ends With Us. Again, I've heard so many good things about this book. It's not really a book that I would pick up if so many people hadn't been raving about this book, because I feel like this author is very popular with people who like very specific books, like romance books, especially straight romances. And yeah, I was very hesitant to pick up this book because of that. But then I saw it for really cheap, and I thought, well, I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and I did mention in my first ever video on this channel that life is too short to be picky about the books that you read, and you should give everything a try. So I decided to buy it and put it on this TBR. I also think I'm gonna film it, because people seem to react very emotionally to this book, and I want to see how I react. So yeah, I think I want to do a reading vlog for this. So hopefully you guys will like that. Then the next two books on this list are audiobooks, and they're books that were on my TBR for July. But as you already know, I didn't read anything in July, so obviously these books are still on my TBR. And that is The Hate You Give and Concrete Rose. I already mentioned this in my July TBR, which is now completely useless because I didn't read anything. But I already mentioned it. I want to reread The Hate You Give because I've already read it and annotate it. And then I also want to read Concrete Rose, which is a prequel. I want to listen to both of these books with audiobooks because I feel like I need audiobooks on this TBR because otherwise I'm never going to be able to do this. I can't read like 31 physical books. I need audiobooks. So yeah, I want to listen to these on audiobook, and hopefully I'll actually be able to finish both of these books in August. Now, before I continue, I just want to say I feel like I'm losing my voice. Like, I feel like my voice sounds very strange. Maybe the camera doesn't like pick it up, but I feel like my voice is deeper than usual, which I don't know. Like, I don't know why it's doing that. I'm sorry if it's like annoying you. It's annoying me as well. But yeah, hopefully you can ignore it for the rest of this video. Let's just get into the next book. So the next book is a book with an extremely pretty cover that I really want to display on my shelves, and that is Love is a Revolution. Yeah, I absolutely do not know what this book is about, but I saw it in a bookstore and I thought the cover's really pretty, and I've heard a couple good things about it, and I really like the cover, and it's cheap and it's short, so I want it. And so yeah, I'm gonna put it on this TBR because it is really short and I should be able to read this in like a couple hours, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope I like it, especially because I love the cover so much. So yeah. Then the next book is a book that I'm really excited about, and I actually wanted to read during Pride Month, but I didn't have time to read it. So I'm putting it on this TBR instead, and that is You Should See Me in a Crown. I've heard a lot of good things about this book, and I really hope I like it because I've seen some people say that they don't like it, and I feel like those people have a very similar reading taste to me. So now I'm scared I'm not gonna like it, but hopefully I will. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to read it during Pride Month because it's sapphic, I'm pretty sure. I really hope I like it. Then the next two books were also on my July TBR, and that is Dear Martin and Dear Justice. Like I said, I didn't read anything in July, so I haven't read either of these books. But I really want to. Dear Martin will be a reread because I have read it before and I actually own it, but I didn't want to get it off my shelf. Plus, I like both of these covers a lot better than the cover that I own. Hopefully, I will be able to finish both of these books in August. Then the next couple of books I'm going to mention are books that I want to read on audiobook. And I recently noticed that the selection of audiobooks on the app that I use to listen to audiobooks has gotten a lot bigger. So I scrolled through them and I found a lot of books I want to read. So yeah, the books that I'm going to name now are like books that I haven't really heard anything about until I found out about them and looked them up. So yeah, I really want to listen to these, and I'm glad that the app is expanding to more books. So that's really good. So the first book is Lie With Me. I'm pretty sure this is a LGBT plus book. I'm pretty sure. I haven't really heard a lot about it, but then I looked it up and a lot of people seem to love it. So now I'm really excited to listen to it. Then the next book is another book that is quite short, just like Lie With Me, and that is The Strange Library. I'm kind of scared to read this book. I don't know why. It's just, it seems a bit intimidating, even though it is quite short. on audiobook. I think it's only like 3 hours, but still, it kind of scares me. I don't know why. Let's just move on to the next book. The next book is Upright Women Wanted. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly because I feel like I said it very fast, but yeah, I have been really excited to read this book for quite a while, but I could never find like a physical copy of it. But it's finally available on audiobook, so now I can listen to it in August, but I really hope I like it. Then the next book is another book that was on my July TBR, and that is Such a Fun Age. Hopefully I'll actually be able to finish this in August because I feel like I've been reading it for so long. I hope I'll actually be able to finish it. If I can't finish it in August, I feel like I'm never going to be able to finish it. So hopefully I'll finish it in August because I don't like unhauling books because I feel like I spent money on them. So yeah, hopefully I'll actually be able to finish it in August. I'm kind of scared I won't, to be honest, because I don't know why I'm having such a difficult time reading this, but yeah. The next book on this TBR is a very tiny book, so I should be able to finish it very fast, hopefully in a couple hours. And that is When Bread Becomes Air. This is a memoir about a neurosurgeon who gets diagnosed with inoperable lung cancer. So basically meaning that they can't operate on it and they can't like make it go away. So that's basically like a death sentence. I have been wanting to own and like read this book for years now because I feel like I don't usually like reading a lot of memoirs, but I feel like this one, especially because it is quite short, I feel like it won't actually read like a memoir. This one just like intrigued me and I just want to read it. I don't know why. I've been trying to explain for like a minute now why I want to read it so bad and I don't know how to say it, so I just want to read it. And yeah, because it is quite short, I should be able to read it very fast, so it's ideal to put it on this list of like 31 books I want to read in a month. So yeah. Then next I want to reread We Were Liars. I actually own this book, but I don't want to grab it because it's on my bottom shelf and I don't want to like take any books out. So yeah, I own this book. I want to reread it. I put it on the list that I made of books I want to reread. And I put it on the part of the list where it's about books that I want to reread where I'm not sure if I will like them still. Because I did like this book when I read it. But I feel like it's not a book that you can read again without just not enjoying the experience as much as you did at first. Because it's kind of like a mystery book. And I feel like mystery books, you typically can't really reread them and get the same experience because you already know what's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna reread this in August, hopefully, and see what I think about it now that I'm rereading it years later after I read it for the first time. I feel like I'm saying the word reread a lot, and I'm gonna stop saying it. And I'm gonna stop talking about this book and move on to the next one. So the next couple of books I want to listen to on audiobook is a series, and that is this series. I forgot to write down the name, but the first book in this series is called Only When It's Us, and basically this series has a lot of representation, especially disability representation, which I feel like people are very two-sided about this book. They either really love the disability representation or they absolutely hate it. Same goes for the book itself. Either people love it or they hate it. So yeah, I want to see what I think about it. I know that the disability representation in the first book is that the love interest is deaf, which I am not deaf myself, so I can't really say whether that representation is good. But I do want to see what I think about it, and I know that further on in the series it does have like chronic pain representation, I'm pretty sure. So I should like be able to see if that representation is good. Obviously I don't speak for every single person with chronic pain, but yeah, I should be able to like state my opinion on it a lot better than the first book. So yeah, I want to see what I think of these books, and hopefully I will like them. Then the next audiobook I want to finish in August. Yes, I said finish because I've been listening to this audiobook for like 2 months now, and that is Like a Love Story. Now, I've been listening to this for like 2 months, not because I don't like it, but because it makes me very nervous. Basically, it takes place during the time that AIDS was like killing people. I don't know, like it just makes me very nervous. I feel like someone is gonna die, and I know someone's gonna die because they've been like hinting at it, and I'm just scared to continue. But I will continue, and I will finish it in August. I'm determined to do that, and hopefully I will be able to do it. The next audiobook I want to listen to is The Blue Skies. I didn't actually hear about this book anywhere. I just saw it on the app that I use for audiobooks when it like put new books on it, and I saw that this book was queer and it had a pretty cover, so I put it on this list. There's not really any other reasons, to be honest. I don't even know what it's about. I just know that it's an LGBT plus book with a pretty cover, so naturally I want to read it. The next book I actually tried reading this month, but that didn't happen, obviously, and that is A Quiet Kind of Thunder. The reason I decided to try to read this book this month is because it has disability representation, and it is Disability Pride Month in July, so I decided to try and read it, but it did not work out. So yeah, I want to read it in August. It seems like quite an interesting book. I've heard like mixed things about it again because of the way that the disability representation is handled. I feel like that's a very common theme with books with disability representation, where either the disability representation is great or it's not great at all. And I feel like it's so difficult to find books with good disability representation. So yeah, hopefully this will have good disability representation. It's basically about the two main characters and like their love story, I'm assuming. And the girl doesn't talk and the guy can't hear. He's deaf. I'm interested to see how that goes, and hopefully I will like it, and hopefully I'll actually be able to finish it in August. Then the next book is a book that I'm quite excited to read, but because of the cover, I don't really like holding it up because I don't like it, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I'm gonna need to read this book, so I'm gonna need to hold it. So yeah, that book is They Both Die at the End. I have mentioned this already before, I think. I don't know if that video will be out before this one, but yeah, I've mentioned it before that I absolutely hate this cover. I hate the combination of blue and orange. I hate it. I hate that it's like shimmery here. So I feel like it just like looks awful on your shelves because I don't know where to put it. Like, do I put it with blue books or white books? It's awful. But yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about this book though. So I'm really excited to read it, and I'm really excited to cry at it because I've mentioned this before. I really like crying at books. So hopefully this will make me cry, and not about the cover, but about the inside of the book. So yeah, hopefully I will like it, and I will probably do a reading vlog for this book just because I want to. So yeah. Then the next couple of books on this TBR are again books from my July TBR. I actually started reading some of these books, but I never finished it because I lost all motivation. But that is like Bts Fan Books. I hope I will be able to find a picture of these books. But yeah, they're Bts Fan Books. I want to like analyze them kind of and see how accurate they are. Obviously, I'm gonna miss things because I'm not like, you know, I don't know everything about BTS, but I do know a lot. So I want to like analyze them and see how accurate they are. I feel like these like 4 BTS fan books that I want to read, they're also very fast reads because some of them are like 20 pages. So yeah, they're ideal to put on this list. So that's why I put them here, and I'll also be filming a video where I like show what I thought of these books. So yeah, look forward to that, I guess, sometime soon. Those were all of the books on this TBR for August. I also have mangas that I have on this list. For example, I want to read a couple of Haikyuu volumes, which, as you can probably tell in the background, I own a lot. I own about 25 of them, I think. But yeah, I haven't actually read all 25 of them. So again, I think I maybe want to do like a reading vlog of me reading like half of them, maybe like 15 or something like that. I'm pretty sure that half of 25 is not 15, but I'm very bad at math, so just ignore that. Yeah, I might do a reading vlog of me reading these if you're interested in that, because I feel like not everyone who watches this channel for like book recommendations wants to see videos of me reading mangas, because you know, not everyone who reads books reads mangas as well. So yeah, just tell me if you want a video of me reading Haikyuu volumes. And then next, I think it's also in frame, I want to read a couple of Demon Slayer volumes, because I own about 13 of them and I've read until 8 or 9, I think. And the next season is gonna come out, so I want to catch up on the manga, or at least the mangas that I own, before I watch the next season of Demon Slayer, of the anime that is. So yeah, those are all of the books and mangas on this August TBR. There's not like 31 of them, but I will probably add books or like change books as the month goes on. So yeah, hopefully I will actually be able to do this challenge of reading 31 books in 31 days. I guess like cheer me on in the comments. I feel like that's a bit weird to say, but I'm still gonna say it because I need validation. So yeah, so that was like the end of the TBR portion of this video. I'm now just gonna talk a bit about what's gonna be going on my channel in the next couple of weeks. It's the thing that I wanted to talk about that I mentioned in the beginning of this video. So basically, over the last couple of weeks, I have been pre-filming a couple videos. I have about 5 pre-filmed, I think, including this one, because like I said, I am filming this quite early in July. But the reason why I'm pre-filming these videos is because my dad is going to be home for 2 weeks. And so in those 2 weeks, I'm not going to be able to film. In those 2 weeks, we'll also be kind of rearranging my room, because I mentioned this in one of the reading vlogs I did, that right where like I sleep, like this is the like end of my bed, that's the like beginning of my bed, and in that corner where my bed is, where like my head lies when I sleep, that's where like a lot of mold is on the wall, and my dad doesn't like that I'm sleeping in that area, that I'm sleeping like right there. So we're gonna rearrange my room to put my bed somewhere else. And my dad also told me I could get another bookshelf, so I will be getting another bookshelf, which is great, because as you can maybe see from these shelves, they're quite full. So yeah, I'm really excited to get another bookshelf. It will be a white one instead of a black one, because I really like the idea of having like a white and a black bookshelf right next to each other. I know that's a bit weird, but I wanted to try it. But when I do start filming videos again in like 3 weeks, I will be filming in a different location, still in my room, but in a different part of my room. I will still be filming on my bed, but a different bookshelf will be in the background, because the place where I'll be putting my white bookshelf is where I'm gonna film. So yeah, my black bookshelf will not be in the background any longer, it will be a white one. So yeah, I did mention in like the video where I talked about what it's like to be disabled on BookTube, I talked about the fact that I really want to film like a bookshelf reorganization video, especially now that I'm going to get a new bookshelf, because I know people like film that process of them getting a bookshelf and building it and putting books on it, but I can't do that. My dad is gonna build the bookshelf, and it will probably take me like at least a week to put all my books like on the 2 shelves because, you know, because of my chronic pain. So yeah, I'm sadly not gonna be able to film it, but hopefully you guys will still like my new background. I don't know what it's gonna look like yet because obviously as I'm filming this, I still have like the room I have now. But when this video will be uploaded, I will already be having my new bookshelf, which is very exciting. Yeah, I can't wait to see what my new room looks like. Obviously, I will still have like the same furniture and all that, but hopefully it will look better, I guess. Maybe my videos will also look better, I don't know. But yeah, wish me luck, I guess, because I feel like if you know anything about like autistic people, especially like stereotypes, you know that autistic people don't really like change, and that's a stereotype that's kind of true. I don't like change, so I'm a bit scared to change my whole room, but I feel like it's also quite exciting because I like the idea of having another bookshelf and like organizing it and being able to actually see my books. Because I've mentioned it a couple times now. I mentioned it in this video as well, that I have a bottom bookshelf that's just filled to the brim with books and I can't get them out unless I like remove like half of them, and that takes a lot out of me. So a lot of books that I own and I've read before, they're on that shelf, and yeah, I'm really excited to be able to actually like see them displayed. Hopefully another bookshelf will be enough to display all my books, because I'm really scared that I'm gonna get one more bookshelf and they're already gonna be full. But I guess I can start stacking books again like I'm doing now. Yeah, that's also why especially the top shelf you can see in this video, that's not my top shelf of my bookshelf, but the top one you can see, it's a lot more full than it usually is, especially with like Funko Pops. That's because we already moved like one thing, and the place where these Funko Pops were on is now taken by something else, so I had to put them here. That's why it looks a bit different than usual. But yeah, this will be like the last video that I film with like my room looking like this and my bookshelf looking like this. I will take like a picture today of what my bookshelf looks like, so when I post this video I will post that picture, and so you guys will be able to see what my bookshelf used to look like when this video was filmed. So yeah, I feel like that's everything I need to say. I feel like I talked a bit too much, but I will be continuing like posting videos every single week. Even if my dad's here, because like I said, I pre-filmed some videos. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you will encourage me to read 31 books in 31 days in my new room then. So yeah, I hope that you had a good reading month in July. I didn't. But I hope you had a good reading month, and I hope you have a good reading month in August. And yeah, bye.